Hi, so I thought I'd give a little mini review so far of the new Starboard All-Star Airline in 14-24.5 width. Some of you may know already that I've paddled some older versions in a 26 wide and I love them, and I've raced them as well, even in chop. And one thing that really made me want to try the 24.5 is being 5'1" and my paddling has now gotten better. I was very curious to see what I thought, and I have to say I'm mega impressed with how stable it is. I mean, obviously it's a combination of I have become a better paddler, but I really moved around on the board, really wiggled it, even in some boat wake that I managed to find. And yeah, it's so impressed. And the other thing I really love about the new version, which you'll see my other video about, is the tension system. So much easier. I've got such small hands and I found it quite difficult on the older versions to adjust the tension stringer. So this really is a game changer. The other thing is the fin box. I noticed that the tension string isn't like on show where you put the actual fin. Does that make sense? So it's so much easier to put a fin in my opinion, and move the fin around. I also really love the new deck pad on it. It's got a really nice velvety feel, very soft, very grippy. And the bungees, you can actually like unclip them. So yeah, all in all, super impressed. I've done nearly a 20k paddle. I've been out in up to 25 knots gusts. I've tried it in side wind, a bit of side chop, headwind, downwind, on a canal today. I will like to just take it out on the sea just to see what it's like. It'll obviously be very different. But the reason I personally want an all-star airline is for rivers, canals, lakes, and races where I can't get a hardboard to, but I wouldn't race on the sea with it. Well, you never know. Oh, and excuse the background noise, there's a go-kart track just slightly up further. So now it's getting obviously darker early, so I'm going to finish up this paddle, and yeah, really impressed. You can pre-order the new Starboard All-Star Airlines from your nearest retailer. Go on the Starboard website. I believe that they'll be shipping in the UK end of November, December time, and they come in a variety of widths. I personally am definitely going to go for the 24.5. I'm also impressed with how light it feels and very easy to carry, which is another thing that was important to me, because I need this board for races like Race to the Castle, where there's a lot of portaging involved, so it'd be very ideal for me. Oh, and a few more things. So the glide is absolutely sensational on these boards. I've also paddled the Airline Sprint in a variety of widths, but for me, the reason I want to go for the All-Star Airline is, like the name says, it does everything. It is the All-Star of everything, whereas the Sprint is more of a flat waterboard, but mega fast. The All-Star Airline is also fast, by the way, and I've been looking at my speeds as I've been going on my Garmin, and I'm really impressed with my average speed on it. And I wasn't even, you know, like really going for it for the majority of the time, but when I really did go for it, I was impressed. Anything else I want to say? Oh yeah, if you're new to the Airline range, it has a really nice raised rail, and really good for foot steering, and it turns really well as well, which again, being short, it's quite hard for me to turn a 14-foot board, but very impressed with that. Oh, and by the way, it has race handles, so absolutely great also for beach starts. And if you didn't know about the actual tension cord, what that does is it gives stiffness to the board, so you can adjust it to make it stiffer. I think I've got it on 3, and the stiffness was sensational. So it gives a feeling of a hardboard without being a hardboard. So, you know, it's a great option for you guys out there that don't have the space for a hardboard or for other reasons. And if you didn't know, with GB SUP, they actually have a Starboard Airline Cup series category. So that's really great, and, you know, gives Starboard Airline racers an opportunity to kind of be seen, really, you know. Yeah, so I know this video was about the new All-Star Airline, but I thought I'd also mention about what I'm wearing today. If you didn't know, I'm obviously obsessed with Rooster, and you know, I just love the fact that their layering system is just absolutely spot on. So today I've got the Poly Pro leggings on, I've got the Poly Pro top, I've got one of the long sleeve rash vests, the Thermoflex 1.5mm sleeveless sweatsuit, Thermoflex socks, my favourite little racing gloves. I did have the hot hands on earlier as well. I've got the buff, snood, whatever you want to call it, gaiter, they call it a gaiter, that's right, I think. And then I've got the hoodie aqua fleece on as well. And I haven't actually taken this off. I was sweating earlier, but the good thing about this is it is moisture wicking, just like all the aqua fleeces. And in fact, all of the layering system that Rooster does, you know, at first you'll be like, oh, I think I'm going to sweat buckets, which yes, but it wicks away moisture so well. And it's handy having the hood on this one, and it's got pockets. I'm taking it off today because the problem is I felt that if I take it off, I would then get cold too quickly. I'm wearing a headband, but I usually, if it's really cold, wear the Rooster Thermoflex headband, or the other version of it, the aqua fleece headband. I don't have a Rooster hat yet, like a beanie, but I will get one. Important to keep your head warm, you know, it's getting chilly now. I would say so far, today is feeling like a proper kind of winter day. I also have some wetsuit boots on today as well. Sometimes I will layer my socks, I'll do a whole video about that. But a lot of you ask me, what do I wear? So it's all about layering, and it's about having a windproof layer as well. So a cag of some sort or an aqua fleece, and have a dry bag on board so you can take layers off and put them in a dry bag and they don't get wet. And of course, if you're going on a long paddle and you might fall in, then always good to take a spare set of dry clothes on board, just in case. Yeah, so I thought I'd mention that.